I forgot about that bot. Restream. Oh, that's awesome. Do. Oh man, I need to update the fucking title. Big networks and big beers. I think it kills it though. Ooh. Dark mode, dark mode, dark mode. I made it out of clay. Dark mode, dark mode. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. No. I should get away from Kick and just stream on Rumble. I think this is what kills it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what interrupts it. It's yeah, Kick is just kind of its own nightmare. Yeah, I think whatever. It's fine. Yeah, it's probably gonna kill something. That's okay. Alright, cool guys, what's up? We're gonna be looking at Freenet now. Whatever. Fuck. Freenet. Freenet network. There we go. There we go. Freenet's pretty based, pretty cool. We're also going to look at something called, which I tested a little bit, YGGDS Rail. Older is German. I like how LokiNet comes up. Now we did look at CJDNS, but some people have been saying in the last, I've been searching like Reddit and like other places that saying it's a quote unquote dead project. I don't know how true that is. It might still be active, and I just might not be super aware, if that makes sense. The fuck? I swear, the internet's got to be 90% bots, because all these anime profile pictures of people asking the dumbest shit gets like the craziest engagement. Me with a dumb anime profile picture. It's just weird. It's just like dumb questions. It's like silly. It's like not even just dumb questions. It's like questions that you fucking don't need an answer to. Like, you could have Googled this instead of asking Twitter type shit. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting rage baited too. Like, this is stupid. Why does this have 20,000 likes and engagement? I will say that there are a lot of Giga Chads and based people that are unaware of cool self-hosting solutions. And it kind of makes sense because people are afraid. They're afraid to self-host, and they're afraid to, I would say, exit the matrix and see what's out there. So this is the YGG Riesel. Apparently it's a real word. I can't pronounce it. These motherfuckers always got to use some damn crazy ass fucking words for their shit. I don't get it. Like, Reculum Network. Why are people using complicated words? Just use something else. But then again, developers don't know how to name stuff. So we're going to look at Freenet. I'm going to download it. For Linux. Wow, yeah, nice jar file. You have to have recent Java, for example, 9 and higher. Networks, true. We love to have packages for most of the Gen 2. There's a package for Gen 2 and primarily but unmaintained Debian package if you'd like to help. Much appreciated. Okay. Step 1 for you to install. Freenet installation for Linux. Make sure you have Java installed, including Java Web Start. Java Web. What the fuck? I wonder if Java start Debian install. Damn, everything's in German. JREs there. Let's see. You know, it's funny, I have to do this all the time for I2P, and I can never remember the commands. Okay. That's done. E. Damn. What did I have to do to run a jar file on Debian? I forget. Something. Oh god, it's the fucking worst. I hate websites that do this, the pop-ups. That's what it was. Java.jar. Probably gonna need sudo. There we go. That's what it was. English mate. Welcome to the installation of Freenet 075. This software is developed by these people. Install path. We're gonna do. Where's home? Downloads. Yeah, I'll just do it there. Yeah. Look at that. Nice. Whoa. Dot run. Come on, man. Oh, okay, I gotta. Huh. Didn't do that. try that again. What up, Code? How you been, man? Oh, hold on. That's what I did. I did a sudo Big Chungus. Big Chungus is funny. I always forget about that. Okay, there's no root. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. Big Chungus is a pretty funny meme. There we go. This is what we need. If you're using a third-party IME input method editor used as a text input for common Asian languages, please disable Freenet use and use IM from your operating system. There have been reports of the IME collecting your keystrokes and sending them to remote servers. Voice recognition has also been used on device surveillance. I know someone who runs Freenet. Freenet will connect to strangers. You are always added connections to trusted friends later to prove. Bandwidth. I have a monthly bandwidth. None of that. Storage. We're gonna give, let's say 4 gigs. Dedicated type, unavailable. Freenet will connect to strangers. What about my friends that run Freenet? Storage limit is should be no more than 2.5 gigs. Oh, well, whatever. Assholes. I'm trying to give some. No friends found. Your Freenet node has no friends connected, therefore will not be able to work normally. You need to use 3 connection friends at all times, ideally 5 to 10. These should be people you know who run Freenet. Alternatively, you can set the network security level to normal or low to enable connecting to strangers quickly. Node announcing. Okay. Email over Freenet. Message boards over Freenet based. What is this now? Freenet is similar to Tor. So we're going to do security level. Your root protection is running out of disk space. Yeah, whatever. Bitch, Darknet mode. Connect to friends only. Oh, cool stuff. Yeah. Adding people as friends who you don't know outside of Freenet will not improve security and will reduce performance. Below, protect the downloads, uploads, Freenet browse caching with persistent keys so I can apply it. How much fucking storage is this fucking like taking up? Yeah. Damn. Motherfuckers out here. What is it for disk? Isn't it A? Let's see, maximum. Oh, it's DF attack H. God, I use that a lot. Okay. Damn. Freenet took off a lot. It said 2 gigs, bro. I'm gonna have to delete this shit. Okay. J-sites. Message boards over Freenet. Social chat over Freenet. Freenet first steps, starting with Freenet. Automated index with strict filtering. Let's look at that. Damn. Apparently. Thought these motherfuckers was the diagnosis. Thought these motherfuckers were going to core settings. That's what it is. Freenet data storage. Thanks. Is this Kali QMU? Yeah, it's Kali. Wow, man. These motherfuckers be hogging storage. Big space. Huh. So there was a way I could grow view. Nope. Pause. Edit. Nope, it's not edit. Edit virtual machine details. And it crashed. Maybe? Oh, it lets me see that. Damn it. Damn you, Kali Linux. Damn you. How the fuck is 20 gigs? It even says 20 gigs is enough. God damn. Let's just delete that shit. It just takes so long to set up. Okay, so we know not to use 20 gigs. Just so y'all know. Hmm. Let's get rid of. Let's go into that Debian. Before I install Freenet, we're gonna look at something else much cooler. Okay, 90 should be good. Should have gone with based Parrot maybe. It's true. Parrot's also based on Debian. I use the more based version. I use Pen 2, Gen 2 based penetration testing. I like source based distros. So I want my tools to compile. I'd rather spend more time compiling than pen testing. So we're gonna look at the, I guess, why DDG Rail network first, because it doesn't take up. I got to explore it on Android, which is kind of cool. So I didn't really have to worry about, I guess, like networks, and it's an interesting concept because it's completely peer to peer as well. And I believe you can have it work over like peer to peer mesh networking as well. And getting into the self-hosting aspect of it is, I've learned a lot. There is also a Fedora Security Lab very based. It's not. I've tried it. It's ugly. Hated it. Ran it for like 3 months too. I didn't like it. I'm not saying it. It's. I just. It was very. It's very bloated. Oh my god. It's way more bloated than Kali. There was Black Arch. Black Arch was kind of funny. I remember I used. I thought I would like the Fedora Security Labs. I did not. Black Arch was interesting, but it just installed every tool under the sun. I forgot. I ran that for like good like 3 to 4 months because I thought I would like it more, and I did not. Maybe because you're an XFCE hater. It is because I'm an XFCE hater. That's one reason. I don't even use XFCE Kali's default desktop environment. I use Plasma. I don't care that I use it. Well, with RAM prices right now, I probably shouldn't. went back to native coding. No more running fuck shit labs for me. I failed to. I find CubesOS really cool. Can you do a tutorial so I can see how to install in a V? It's not really good in a VM, to be honest. But I could. It's kind of clunky. It doesn't have the best native VM support. But it's doable. People have done it. I think Chris Titus has done it. Chris Titus, Windows Debloater Tool.com. Huh, what the fuck's happening? Okay, let me just do this, I guess. Whatever. The thing about CubesOS is, I think, its biggest problem is it needs to. Chris Titus makes Windows great again. Just want to know how to install it or if I want to. Yeah, of course. If you don't like bloat, then you will not like it. I mean, it uses XFCE by default. What the fuck is going on with that? That's annoying. It's not like it's a bad option. I mean, if you care about actually secure Linux distro that isn't. Oh, maybe that's. Oh no, that's not why. Damn you, Debian. If you want an actually secure Linux operating system, then CubesOS is your better option. You can't make Windows great because it's not great to begin with. All the debloating that people do, you're entrusting that these scripts aren't doing anything. You can install GNOME in DOM0 though. You can, but it's not good. And it kind of bloats it. You got to really think about. Look, you can definitely do it on 8 gigs of RAM. I've done it. I've done it with 6. But if you're with limited resources, you can't really sacrifice stuff for prettiness. CubesOS is really good at managing where to allocate resources to. It's very intelligent. I think people don't understand that either. Like, it knows how to allocate resources very efficiently. iSwim up in DOM0. I think you can. I believe you can. It probably has support. It's just based on Xen hypervisor, so I don't think that it's a huge problem. My problem is I have a really high resolution screen because I'm retarded and I'm flipping with my hair back and forth, my brain, and I'm flipping a couple of coins I can never use. Me neither. I don't care for window managers. I'm flipping my hair back and forth and deciding if I want to just purchase the screen from Nova Custom directly, like the 1080p screen, just swap it out, and then I'll just have an extra screen just in case, or not doing that at all, because I do miss CubesOS. I don't want to be like a fucking hacker or anything. Pen2 is just cool because I get to fuck around with, I just get to fuck around with Gen 2 with penetration tools that are kind of sitting there. It kind of sucks that the lack of love for Wayland in CubesOS, though. That's the only. Because CubesOS, to be honest, is the best tool for me for maintaining my sanity. In terms of like organization, it's a very organized operating system. Like, that's why I like it. I get very organized. You met me at a very organized time in my life when I had cubes. Let's try 100. Hundo. Wayland is cool, but I like X11 more. Said no one ever. Why would you admit such a terrible? Why would you admit for such a bad thing? What a terrible thing to admit. How are you going to achieve good GPU isolation when you don't run Wayland? You might as well just tell me that you are from Zimbabwe. Wayland based. Wayland based X11 bad. Because I'm just used to X11 commands for resolution. Can you make a CubesOS install on Gen 2? You can install Gen 2 on CubesOS. I've done it. There's some problems running certain stuff though because I can't remember, but there was a reason Gen 2 I was having issues with certain Gen 2 things. That's the kind of cool part. You can install whatever you want. Actually, you can install Windows. They make, I forget what the name is for them. They're called HMVs or something. It's for people that want to like install out of scope, like they want to install out of scope VMs. And because like you can install an out of scope VM, you can really do like Kali Linux hacking if you want to be a super giga chad in CubesOS. Just so everyone knows. Does Fedora and Cubes come with Fedora? I believe so. I believe they stay very close to the updates. You can run them somewhat of LTS, but they will depreciate them. Now, this is one of the biggest confusions with CubesOS is that I had to learn myself is when a version of it, like Fedora 42 or Fedora 37 or whatever, when it gets depreciated, you have to migrate all of everything that relies on that depreciated version, and you have to migrate it to a new template. You have to migrate everything. And then you have you have like kind of options to back up your cubes. I don't like particularly keep anything sensitive on cubes itself, like in a file, so I don't really care about losing stuff because I just back up my cubes, and I back up everything on like my own servers. So I don't necessarily, cubes is just good for me. It's organization, container in its own containers for that, and then allowing me why can't I install this shit? It's like not installing. It's weird. Huh. Yeah, compartmentalization. Yeah, it's the compartmentalization. I just use it. That's all I use it for. It's kind of the based option. Let me see this. I took advice and migrated Fedora to Fedora from Debian. For real? You should have. It's always a good option. How the fuck did that work? Oh, it didn't. Damn you. Damn you, Debian 13. Okay, I'm just gonna have to delete that. I had this shit set up and working like not even before I even went live. Damn you. I guess we're gonna do Parrot. Maybe my RAM's cricket. We're going Parrot, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look how base that is. That says I'm a true hacker. A non-serve time. Just keeps OS DOM0 Fedora take up as much RAM as normal Fedora. DOM0 does take up a lot. No cap. DOM0 takes up probably the most because it does a lot of the heavy lifting, but it's needed. But you can actually it runs all XFCE, so it doesn't really matter. But DOM0 is. DOM0 does take up a lot. It's the heaviest part. It does all the lifting, though. So when you need to update DOM0, it's the only time it does connect to the internet, but it does it through via Tor to download all the updates for it. The only thing I like about Parrot is it's faster to install. It just fucking... I'll give it that. Like, it doesn't ask a bunch of questions. Now, I'm stuck with the fucking shitty-ass desktop environment, but I could change it. I think I remember at one point DOM0 taking up like 4 gigs of RAM. Oh god, downloading anything through Tor. It's not bad. It connects it via the Unix gateway. It's not. It's pretty average. It depends on your internet speed too. I mean, it's pretty. It's not as bad. Like doing a full upgrade and update is okay. I do like that they picked Zen Hypervisor. Like they picked Zen as the base. It's kind of nice. I will say that when you first get cubes, you're like, what do I do? Kind of meme. And you're like, oh, everything's just a browser. And then like you have like the astronaut behind you with a gun, and you're like, always has been kind of thing. Full desktop. Oh no. Parrot supports C. So like, you're kind of cooked in a way when it comes to limited resources. But for the people that think that you need like 32 gigs of RAM or like 64 or something, or like 8 to be enjoyable, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And I pretty much do not use Debian at all. I use pretty much exclusively Fedora because their security is much better. OpenSUSE, I think, has support now. OpenSUSE. I think you can do an OpenSUSE, but like not default. It's Debian, etc. Is the Nova custom Novik Brave on the screen of the home lab? Oh, no VNC Brave. Yeah. Yeah, that's my because I use Proxmox for as my hypervisor, and I think that's what it uses by default. I'm gonna be honest. I talked a lot, and I mean a lot of shit about KVMs, and I regret it. I wish I had a KVM right now. I might consider getting a Jet KVM because it's completely open source. The software is open source, but there is something coming out called there's something called the Mini KVM that's coming out that I kind of want. Jet KVM is cool, but it's like I kind of like read about it, and it's over IP, which I don't really care about that. I kind of want something to work and not rely on my network, because I fucking hate hooking up my keyboard, monitor, mouse to any of my servers now. It's just tedious. And I was originally looking, I was like, oh, I can just get a KVM. What's a KVM? I'm like, oh, that's what a KVM, that's cool. And then you look at real KVMs like on a cart, or like ones that you put on a rack mount server, they're unbelievably overpriced. Unbelievably overpriced. A gross. I was like $1,200. This was like years ago too. I literally dropped the idea of a KVM because I saw the price of these fuckers. Now they're like insanely cheap. But I was like, oh my god. This is the worst shit on the planet. This is expensive. Like real KVMs, but like now they have KVM Jet KVM. And I kind of want to check it out. Like I want to like test it. And it's not bad it's completely open source to the core. That's the only thing I cared about. What servers are you using? I use mini. First, I started with Dell T10-102 tower server, and then I was like, "Fuck that." Well, actually, let me go back further. I started with a Raspberry Pi cluster when they weren't, like $200. I had a Raspberry Pi cluster, and then I went to a Dell T10 version 2, T2 server that I got inexpensively. I bought a HP Perlephant rack server that it's actually on my YouTube channel where it's like blasting noises. Thank you, Sea of Sensors. Fuck you for that bullshit. Now I run mini P. I woke up one day and I was like, I don't want my electric bill to be like $400 a month, $40 more a month. because I was running that beefy ass fucking rack server, and it honestly is great. But the sea of sensors, this is like going to be a mini rant. Fuck HP for the mini sensors. The sea of sensors. It's called the sea of sensors. It pretty much doesn't detect the proper drives, like the proper quote unquote SAS drives that are supposed to be in there. And then there's something called fucking Lighthouse Lipo 2 or whatever proprietary gay balls they have in there. That's a nightmare to figure out. Also, the company that sent me the server that I bought from them fucked up and mislabeled the entire thing. That was a nightmare. So I was like, gay, and why the fuck is this shit super loud? And I'm telling you, when I spent a good better part of 3 days of searching, what the fuck, why is my HP server going, I would love if RISC-V rack server was a thing. It probably will be in the future. That'd be kind of cool. So I'm smashing my head through the fucking window for days just trying to figure out why is my server being super extra jet engine loud. And then I found out it's that. And there's a whole forum and website dedicated to, this might work kind of thing, to these fucking G8. I think it's a HP G7. I looked it up so much I memorized at one point. I was like, which model I had down to the serial number. Now I stopped caring. And it just kind of sits there, and I'm going to part it out and the reason I got it is because it had 128 gigs of RAM, DDR3 I think. EEC though, EEC error correcting memory based. It had 64 cores, which was awesome, and I was like, and it had a spot for a GPU, and I could have put a low profile GPU in there. I was going to use it as something for media. Like transcoding, getting movies transcoding, blah blah blah, And then my huge brain kicked in one day, and I was like, "Why the fuck run the main app virtual master in GraphQL to access root virtual machine?" True. So, long story short, even shorter than it is, I went to Stack. I stacked now the mini PCs. There's a company I found that I was like, they're okay. I'm not exposing this shit to the internet, kind of thing. So I'm like, probably don't trust it. And I've reconsidered. I think I'm going to rebuild out my entire network. I'm going to do a Proxmox cluster, even though just a couple days ago I was like, it's not worth it. I kind of just want to do it now, and then I want to experiment with Ceph for high availability storage. And then when Unify comes out with their 4-bay NAS, because I don't need 8 hard drives. I just want 4. When they come out with it, their rack mount NAS, I want to use that as my network exact storage for backups. Or maybe if they could just get S3, if I could just install S3, that'd be kind of cool. But I'm gonna use Ceph mainly. Ceph just seems kind of cool. But I definitely want to get a Jet KVM. It looks pretty cool. Ultra low latency. It's completely free and open source. Free. Optional cloud access. Using WebRTC. Privacy first design with opt-in cloud access. I like that they allow you to opt in. You don't have to opt out. You don't have to have it. Open source, built from collaboration. Universally loved. I don't care about that. I mean, anyone can say anything's universally loved. Super bass though. And super cool. And it's web-based. And it's only $80 or something like that. 70, 60. Just kind of based. ATX extension board, power DC control extension. I do want to do this after running my own DNS. I would like to also explore running my own network time protocol, which would be even more cool, or SNTPS or SNTP, which is the secure network time protocol, completely local. That'd be kind of cool. But these are, pretty awesome. I wonder what port it uses. USB. I think USB Type C. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's over IP. It's over IP. That's what it was. KVM over IP. So like you connect it into the air. Now, there probably is a bunch of files on the internet. Like I could 3D print like a case for this to put in my network server, my server rack. And I do want to get a bigger rack, not for expanding or anything. It just would be easier to fucking move around. I want to like panel and patch everything, redo my entire network. I've been looking at ways of building a data center into my own house so that I can become my own ISP and become super powerful. That's the goal. So I can dunk on the IS. Becoming your own ISP is even more interesting, kind of cool, kind of based, kind of impossible. I found out actually. Becoming your own ISP, you have to. Other peers have to accept you. So you're paying for access to the internet. So even if you pay for get your own ISP, you have to pay to get access. Milk V Duo is super cheap. Well, what is Milk V Duo? Milk V Duo. Embedded Linux. Oh, a RISC-V computer. I thought that sounds like the most made-up shit ever. That's kind of cool. Nice. $5? Oh, and they use Matrix for their communications based. Cool. That's the real Giga Chads, is they're like decentralized communicate. When I see Telegram, I'm like, boo. Oh. You can run dual operating systems. Nice. Seamless switching between RISC-V and ARM architecture at the touch of a button. Oh, that's kind of sick. Low cost, low power consumption, high performance. Wow, that's actually based. No. Updates are gay. Boo, Firefox. They want to be AI. See? All the Firefox shit I've been talking has made sense. Yeah, becoming your own ISP is very costly. Even I found out other websites, other peers, just going through a slew of stuff, they can completely reject. They completely can reject you from you connecting, which is insane. Just FYI. So we're going to go to GGDS real. Milk V Jupiter is a $80 ITX RISC-V motherboard, and it has a PCI slot. RISC-V Gaming is here. I think Jeff Gerling has done a video on stuff like that, and they're like, it's getting there, but it's not there yet. D-Proton your life. Proton's fine. It's now, yeah, instead of guys Google D-Proton. Guys, time to go further. One step further. Okay. I'm not going to pronounce this word. If someone could tell me how to say this, much respect. I won't remember, but much respect. I love internet. Internet funny. Jupyter is also 8-core CPU. Wow. That is pretty based. Can only run Crysis at 1 frame per second. There is timeless computing. They're supposed to be like the answer to longevity in the network and computer space. It is pretty cool. Look at documentation. All right. So what is this? It is a new experimental compact routing scheme. It is designed to be a future-proof and decentralized alternative to the structural routing protocols commonly used today on the internet, as well as enabling technology for future larger-scale mesh networks. YGG Russell is scalable, self-healing, encrypted, peer-to-peer, and cross-platform. It supports Linux, Mac OS, Windows, iOS, Android, and more. It supports large, complex, or even internet-scale topologies. Network responds quickly to connect features or mobility events. Encrypted traffic is sent across network, is always fully encrypted, end-to-end encrypted. Peer-to-peer works entirely ad hoc by design with no bullet points of centralism. Pretty based, pretty cool. The current implementation of this network is a lightweight user space software router, which is easily configured and supports a wide range of platforms. It provides end-to-end encrypted IPv6 routing between all network participants. Peers between nodes can be configured using the TCP TLS connections over local area network, point-to-point links, or the internet. The intranet. Even though the network provides IPv6 routing between nodes. Later, Billy. Peer-to-peer connections can be set over either IPv4 or IPv6. This is still an alpha stage project, and there may be some breaking or changes in the future. Despite that, is generally stable enough for day-to-day use, and small number of users have been using and stress testing quite heavily for various use cases. We're going to install. You can even install this on your own router, by the way. Linux, Ubuntu, one-off installation. Debian packages are built and available in the GitHub. Ooh, GitHub. What up, brother? What if Billy Bo Jenkins 12 is really just the Icon 2020? Let's see. Paraterminal is best. I mean, it looks very. What do you call it? What would be the word? It looks very hackerish. Okay. right? All right. It's installed. Okay. Proxy other networks like Tor, ITP, and ClearNet, hosted by Acetone. Nice. NTP. Half-Life, you can play Half-Life via based this iPerf 3 speed test. Monero nodes, nice. Now available. See if we can Reculum nodes. Nice. Some Tor bridges. Maybe the map. The configure options. Okay. I think they say do like stuff in your country. Look at all these public peers, and they have to have a good uptime. Huh. Oh, generating. Okay. Oh, it's in my Etsy file. Ooh. There we go. Oh, damn. Oh, that's what I need to do. YGG tag gen conf tag JSON YGGDRASL. Oh, I put an A. Oh, nice. Okay. Huh. This is a very interesting YouTube. The Android app is much easier. I don't think it works like that. It's weird. The Android app kind of just like runs everything. You pick your nodes and everything, and just kind of runs. We're going back to Freenet. I'll check out more of that at a different time. Oh. Okay. Freenet and Beans, brother. True, we do love Beans and we do love Freenet. Apparently, YGGS Rail is downloading. There we go. You should have no fear if I have friends or not. No friends found. Security level. Yeah, I don't want people to know. I don't care that people know that I'm booling on the internet. Let's try RC. Oh, sneaker. Sneaker. Oh, you can download it. Wow, this is interesting because you have to download this site. This kind of makes it. This kind of gives you like more freedom in a sense, like what you want to like consume or not. They have a bookmark. Upload a free site. Search for unit. Search engine GoGo. Free market, free people. Liberty of information. Beans. Interesting. Very funny how that all works. I need to get some water. Freedom versus Tor, which one wins? Neither of them win. They kind of have different use cases. It's like I2P versus Tor. They both have like their use, but they just you kind of gotta like figure out which one's best for you. Tor has way more adoption. Motherfucker's not telling me where beans are. Yeah, onion share's cool. Easy for creating a blog on Freenet? Interesting. I've never used that. This will be on the internet forever. Let's make this. I love Freenet. Okay, we're gonna write a short sentence. I love beer, and you can also website to be onion share. I don't know if I would trust that. And Linux. I need $8. People will get the reference if they are funny. And then I will put my XMR chat in there. Guys, I really need it. Okay. Maybe someone will find this and be funny. Big balls. Paste bin. Insert a preform text. Do not. Onion share is cool though. No hate on it. I've used it. Site hello Freenet Hyper. This is the first 6 minutes of my site logo. I love Freenet. I love beer. I need $8. It's awesome. I wonder if it's live though. Let's see. That works. This may take a few minutes. Freenet is downloading the page you requested. Oh. Wow, interesting. Bless you, really? Oh, thank you. Wow, this is kind of a person and follower created. This is kind of funny. Weeks at Bitcoin. Messages. Download. Linux. Index email over Freenet. Free mail. This is an in-depth guide how to set up free mail properly and Web of Trust. So let's get started. Wow. Make sure it generates a random secret key. The other option is if you have to recite it. That's kind of cool. I mean, from a perspective, from a free open source software perspective, it's very cool that people are doing this literally free of charge. Minus the free as in free beer thing. Well, minus the concept of. Let's learn about Microsoft TypeScript next time. There's nothing more than I would hate than learn to a Microsoft product. I wouldn't even install Windows if it was the last option ever. Not a single Windows allowed in my house. I don't even have Windows on my house. Glasshouse would live with no OS or Windows 11 if it was the last option. No OS.
I'll just become a farmer. Glass house would be kind of funny though. The thing about the Lokina is they're supposed to get away from onion routing and make their own everything, but it's just the same fucking thing. There are glass toilets in some parts that the glass blurs when you lock the door. Oh, yeah. I would not trust it. Yeah, I've seen that. What a weird design, too. I don't see the point in it. You know what I mean? Not only I wouldn't trust it, it's like, it just seems kind of silly. Oh, whatever. Can I do this? Can not take a shit without getting public. True. The fuck? Who is this? Fucking let's see. There we go, maybe that.
Let's see. It is kind of funny. Did you hear that China's pay per slice toilet? Yeah. For ads or something? It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty funny actually. Not surprising though. Got to make sure that everyone gets a piece, right? Hmm. App to install Micro Nano sucks ass. How dare you? Cannot take a dump without watching Candy Crush gameplay ads on your phone? It's funny. Can't relate, but I will say that what is it with the Nano hate? Nano based. App to install Micro Nano sucks ass. It's funny though. Nano love here in this house. Nice, finally. Do 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 do. Micro is the ultimate text editor. Only Linus Torvald and Micro Nano. And you use Nano. Yeah, just never explore the other options. Let's see. The real question is, what's smaller, Micro or Nano? Wait, there's key bindings? I already hate it. How do I exit? How do I exit micro? Oh, Control Q. That's stupid. I'm already a hater. I hate micro text editor more than I hate them now. Thank you, Code Langton. You had me discover a new hate. Interesting. Use FreeBSD more. Virtual machine not really accepted, and my laptop doesn't run FreeBSD. It's an ARC Intel GPU problem. Ooh, GPU process isn't usable. Goodbye. Either you love or hate it, brother. I'm a big-time micro enthusiast. I'm now a hater. Thank you for exposing that there's something worse than Vim. No sandbox is not supported. See, let's see. Loki, not. Sorry, news. Head over Exino or accessing snaps for overview of exciting things you can do with them. You can use FreeBSD in a VM or jail. Is it? I thought it was FreeBSD. No, FreeBSD you can. It's the OpenBSD that has the problem with virtual machines. Because I really liked no, not that. Jail is a form of OS-level virtualization used primarily for FreeBSD. This allows the system administrator to create isolated environments called jails. Oh, that's why. So if you use TrueNAS, you deal with jails. Because TrueNAS before Scale was based on FreeBSD. I use Scale, though. Environments called jails, which share the same kernel but operate independently. Each jail can have its own files, processes, and user accounts enhancing security and ease of management. I've never used regular. I've never used regular TrueNAS. I've only used Scale because it's based on Linux. Huh, interesting. Oh. Hmm. Interesting. Well, kind of based actually. I do have some problems with the LokiNet though. It's kind of like a financial lock-in. You have to have like a certain amount of tokens to run your own node, which is kind of gay. Cool. So, guys, I will see you in the next video. The podcast is coming out tomorrow. Make sure to comment so YouTube knows that I am not only a real person, but I love and don't disrespect their platform. They are definitely based and don't think about or do anything to hurt small creators. They love everyone equally. Don't forget to donate $8 to everyone, especially me, because the IRS then cannot track it if everyone sends exactly $8. And don't forget to walk your pet snail.